In the previous episode, we found and fought some of our enemy base, but our army was cleaned up. The force we sent out to fight did not win that fight. Now, this is quite common in StarCraft. It's pretty normal to make an army, attack the enemy, and eventually your army dies, and you need to come home and you need to make another army and attack again. That's perfectly normal. But if we look in our main base, you'll notice we've hit a problem. All of our minerals are gone, and our SCVs aren't mining minerals anymore. Mineral patches in StarCraft are finite. They do run out eventually. There's only a limited number of minerals in each patch. And when the minerals run out, your SCVs just sit there doing nothing until you give them new commands. So before we start building more of an army to renew our attack against the enemy, we want to find another source of minerals. We want to make sure we have a secure income behind us as we're building up and attacking. Fortunately, as we've moved around the map with our army in the previous episode, we did find a few mineral patches on the map. Over here, up towards the north of the map, there's a lot of mineral patches that we can see, but this is quite a long distance away from our base and pretty close to the enemy base, so we're not going to expand over there. Instead, we're going to expand to these mineral patches here. We can only see two, but there are actually more of them. So I'm going to select one SCV, and I'm going to be right-clicking on the ground to order the SCV to move around, and I'm going to bring the SCV down this ramp to this location so that we can see the rest of these resources that are available to us. And there's plenty more mineral fields over here that we can mine from. Now, we could send all the SCVs we have to go mine minerals right now. But when SCVs gather minerals from mineral patches, they have to return those minerals to the command center, their main base structure. That's a long journey from these minerals to this command center and back every time. That's pretty inefficient mining. A much better option is to build a new command center down here right near these minerals, which is what we're going to do. So again, left-click the build structure button. We've built we've built a lot of buildings before at this point. And we're looking for the command center. That initial building that we start the game with, yeah, you can build more of those if you want to. And again, we need to pick a spot we're going to place this command center. Now, command centers, you're not allowed to put them too close to minerals or too close to a gas geyser. You can see I'm just not allowed to place it over here. But I want to get the command center as close to the minerals as I can get it, so that my SCVs are taking the shortest journey possible to go from the minerals to the command center and back again. So I'm going to put the command center here. Here is the closest I can get it to the minerals while still being allowed to place it. So left click, and the SCV will begin building a new command center. That'll take a little while. In the meantime, I'm going to grab another SCV, and I'm going to bring that SCV right-clicking on the ground to move it around. I'm going to bring the SCV down the ramp, and I'm going to build a refinery on top of this gas geyser. Because we're going to want to mine from this geyser eventually anyway, we may as well get it started now. So build structure, and we're looking for the refinery, left-click, and left-click to put down another refinery. So we'll be able to mine gas more efficiently here when the command center finishes up. While we're waiting for that, let's build some more combat units. Because remember, we have an enemy base and we need to make sure we destroy that thing. Again, I'm going to select these Marines. I'm just going to right-click them over here to move them out of the way. Select these 4 siege tanks that I built and right-click them over here, move them out of the way, get some more siege tanks on the way by left-clicking on the build siege tank button again. And I am again going to build another supply depot. So left-click on one SCV, build structure, supply depot, left-click, let's get that depot going. Because we're making even more combat units, we're probably going to get supply blocked again if we don't keep making more depots. Conveniently, the command center just finished up, so we can send this SCV to mine minerals here by selecting the SCV, right-clicking on the minerals. We can also send all our other SCVs to mine too. So this is a time to do a box select, hold down the left mouse button, drag, and select. And right-click on the minerals, and I'm going to send all the 12 SCVs I have selected here to mine minerals. And I'm just going to do the same thing again with the remaining SCVs that I didn't send the first time around, and right-click on the minerals again. The SCVs are all piling onto the one mineral patch I indicated initially, but they will spread themselves out over time. Now, there's only one SCV mining gas on this refinery, so let's get another SCV, another 2 SCVs mining gas here. Right-click, and select another SCV, and right-click. And now there's going to be 3 SCVs mining gas, so we'll be mining at full efficiency. Okay, so we've expanded. This is what it's called expanding in StarCraft, when you build a new base structure at a new cluster of minerals and gas and start mining them. So we have a reliable income of minerals and gas while we keep building our army to go and attack the enemy again.